Good morning, traders, and welcome to our daily market briefing here at Opteck.com. My name is Rick Majors. Today we're going to talk about a little with what's been happening in the market recently. A lot of upturns, a lot of disruptions, a lot of things that just simply aren't making a lot of sense to people. I would like to clear up some of these issues. First of all, gold. Gold has been banking some massive gains in the last week. This is mainly due to Ukraine. A lot of negative sentiment towards futures right now on gold have been erased. Things that were happening 6 months ago are not happening now. There is a major climb going on. It's looking very, very good. We might even see it break the 1400 resistance line as well. Also, currency-wise right now, the US dollar is still remaining strong. It's still pulling forward. It should be really meeting targets for month's end by now. We're still expecting gains there. The euro also is looking strong, but might hit some rough turbulence in the coming weeks, simply because of the fact that as things still seem to be improving there, they're holding down a lot of very indebted economies. In other words, there's a lot of economic problems going on there, and even when you have recovery, you have to take it in steps, and sometimes it will have to allow for a little bit of decline in their price so that their economic status can catch up. Also, looking at things like the Japanese yen got a lot stronger last week, and it was very much due to the fact that the Bank of Japan is simply still pushing to get its currency back up to the areas that it was previously. We should be looking at a further increase in the Japanese yen. What this really means, not only for each individual currency, but that for the coming week, we should be expecting a lot of large movements here. All right, currency strengths taking advantages of weak points in their pairs. So you're looking at something like the USD JPY. The moment that the JPY starts to show weakness, you're going to see massive investment on the side of the US dollar. So you can take a lot of good call options on that one. Also, again, the same way around, the US dollar gets a bad announcement, we could be looking at a lot of takes on the JPY. All right, so what you can really actually look for here is, instead of trying to just trade on small patterns, look for the points where you're expecting large retractions or large corrections, and to expect large movements to come out of them. Now, looking at today a little bit, we don't have any major market announcements coming up. We do have the industrial production up at 1:15 p.m. GMT, which is expected to be highly positive. Also, the capacity utilization rate at 78.7% forecasted, which is also supposed to gain. All right, so like I said, we are looking for some strength in the dollar here today. Also, the Empire State Manufacturing Index at 12:30 p.m. is forecasted positive. All right, this comes a lot from what's been happening in the last month or so, whereas the United States has been saying we are producing new jobs, there are new opportunities available for those previously unemployed, and we are boasting very, very low unemployment ratings. The problem that is being seen right now, that while those unemployment ratings might be going down and jobs might be being created, people aren't taking them. And because of that, the consumer market is affected. If people don't have money, they can't spend it. Now, due to this consumer market being affected, a lot of industries, such as the automobile, such as manufacturing, sales, for instance, are taking big hits. Now, what they're trying to show here, obviously, is that there is a recovery in that sector as well, and we can be looking towards steady progress in that area. The last thing that I think would be really noticeable for today is at 3 p.m. GMT. We do have the German President Buba is going to be speaking. It's going to be a monetary policy issue, but it's also probably going to have to do with a lot of foreign politics as well, what their stance is in the world. Again, Ukraine, major issue right now. As you can see, also, every time something Ukraine-related that's gets on worldwide news, stocks tend to change as well. We've seen stocks dropping and rising throughout the last week just on Ukrainian reports. Also, all right, commodity markets, oil, gold. All right, futures like that are going to be really useful when you're watching the Ukrainian fundamental events. Now, on a final note before we wrap up for today, this week coming down, as you can see, Tuesday is going to be relatively volatile. We got a lot of different things happening here. Wednesday is getting even more so. All right. Thursday actually is going to be a little bit less than usual. We're going to have the regular unemployment claims, Philly manufacturing, existing home sales, some nice stuff. You have these are for the CHF, the Libra rate, which never usually changes, as we can see here. So we're not really expecting anything out of that. The reason why it's important is because if it did change, it would be very, very effective in the market. All right. We also have the S&P Monetary Policy Assessment. We'll see how that plays out. The CHF is a relatively stable currency. It's very strong. So we shouldn't expect too many hoops and ladders to be jumped through there. Now, in general, the rest of the week, again, you can see that Japanese yen, we have a bank holiday on Friday, so you probably shouldn't be expecting too much trading throughout the Asian market. But on the usual, Tuesday, Thursday, and Wednesday are going to be jam-packed. You're going to have a lot to do today, so don't be disheartened by the fact that there's no announcements today, even though it's for better. You can spend today with a nice, relaxing amount of trades. Look with the patterns. Watch for those big movements that I was talking about. And then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, you're going to have a very volatile market, which is wonderful in binary options. Anyway, guys, thanks for listening in. Again, my name is Rick Majors, and this is Opteck's Daily Market Briefing. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe at the bottom of the page, and we'll see you tomorrow here at Opteck.com.